good at forcing 1v1s, so he's a really good split pushing side lane threat. So Chuli is going to be where I'm keeping my eyes. Like, if he can pop off on this Zed, I don't know if there are many people that can actually hold him in the side lane. So really for the mid lane is a bit coin flip, and so I think like when you're in a really intense game, just avoiding that coin flip is important. Oh my word, I see this a lot from Asian teams. The support will roam mid just to put a little bit of pressure down in a matchup that is quite difficult, and you can see like obviously a melee matchup for like an Ari is quite easy. You can abuse with the basic attacks. So just relieving a little bit of pressure early on for this Zed was the Janna roaming down. But I do believe the 2v2 for Nexplay is technically stronger. As long as they can avoid the engage from the Gragas, they do actually have the advantage in this phase.
In the bot lane part of the map, though, I wonder if Control is going to go for that gank down here. We'll see.
He's just waiting on the sidelines. Only level 3 though, and it's very close to the tower. It would be a relatively... Oh, that's the engage we were looking for.
Oh yeah, but I think Control wasn't ready, but I think they're fine with the
O-balling the Akali. This is a double-edged sword as well. Obviously, there's this engage in the bottom, and the flash engage coming up from the Gragas.
Yes, for sure. Putting down the Jhin onto a bud spot. The Janna will be able to do anything but just go play safe. I think one member also fell down.
Start putting pressure on this roster, although they are now grouping up. I think maybe with how strong the Akali is, they're grouping for this fight.
Yes, they are. Curtain Call has been popped as well. Gonna be dealing some damage. And then again, Akali's just snowballing from one point to another. Gonna get the double kill. But you gotta be careful as well because 3 members from the side of PDR are still all alive and kicking. They don't have a Janna on their end. But the Gragas will fall down. Massive amounts of damage. One trade so far. But the double kill is gonna go on to the hands of the Zed. Ooze is still also gonna get that kill on to the
Kai'Sa just wasn't able to close the fight out. However, Dragon not taken. Looks like they picked off the Janna, and we may actually be looking at the Infernal going the way of BTR. And actually, I'm really happy that Nexplay didn't choose to either go for a fight or to try and dive this or try and steal it, because I think that they would have lost that. So that was a good play. Just let Zed take the first tower of the game, trade the Infernal, even though it's Infernal Drake Kasai. We know Infernal Drake is important. Like, it's not going to have that much
Drake, but they suddenly switch decision. They just go for that 2-turret take up top, but hold a thought because that Curtain Call is going to get that area in the middle lane, plus get that turret as well in the mid. And man, that's a lot of resources getting deleted by Team Nexplay. Man, they even had this...
A bit overkill, like every single ultimate used for the Ahri there, but nonetheless, mid lane turret is really important to take. It is one of the most important turrets that you can get in the mid game, because what it does is, if you look at the map now, Dave might have the vision, the safe vision control, because they have the ability to get the deep wards into the red side jungle.
For sure, and Janna is just helping way too much with the tornado. Just, you know, if they're not ready, if they are caught in a bad position, all right, the Janna has the tornado available. Just shove the member out, and they won't be able to go for the engage that they want against a Nexplay. So let's see how this will go, and seems like PDR is now dancing onto the tune that Nexplay would want to go for.
See Zed just able to... Oh, that's a nice engage though.
Yes, they're gonna go here under the turret, here in the bottom lane part of the map of Team Nexplay. While we can see Lee Sin going for the top side push. Now it's just Choli available, up alive, gonna get that kill onto that Wukong. But man, look at that inhibitor turret is gonna go open in here. Now the Nexus is wide open up top. Wow.
Obviously, Lee Sin was split pushing the entire time. That has highlighted, how BTR need to play this game. Oh, we have another engagement.
The deadly flourish coming off from that Jhin just connected. Now the Curtain Call is not going to be connecting, but the damage will just connect onto one target, taking down that Kai'Sa. Now this is Team Nexplay wanting to get the win for round 2. Looks like they don't want a round 3 anytime soon, because this is them just capitalizing onto this push that they got in the mid.
But you know, I feel bad for BTR because like the play they made at the bottom side of the map was the correct play. Like versus a split push composition, versus a composition that is not designed to team fight, you need to hard force the engage. And obviously through the Flash Gragas body slam, that was hard forcing the engage. So like I think they made the correct decision, but right now, like obviously you saw Nexplay, they set the wave state up so that they were able to push the top lane whilst that was happening. They had the Rift Herald ready to go. They'd just taken too many early game advantages that allowed them to play into sort of using that split push effectively. Nice pick onto the Lee Sin here again, but again Zed's just maybe split pushing. No, he's back.
Really nice save, by the way, coming up from the Janna. Saving the life of that Lee Sin. But yeah, that's the only problem. The Ju is still available onto this Lee Sin, by the way, and this system just needs to be very careful because seems like BDR is now finding some overextensions and some pick-off as well. If they can delete maybe the Lee Sin, maybe Zed, or even the Akali from the map, they can just go all out because that's what their lineup can do in comparison to what Nexplay Esports has. But for the meantime, looks like they're gonna be looking on to making sure that they're gonna be shoving the minion waves in all of the lanes and just capitalize the lead that they got so far.
Yeah, I mean they have the top lane, which is going to constantly push through natural pressure from the super minions for the rest of the game. I mean, is this?
Oh man, in here we can see Tim. Actually getting confused. We can see some exchange of kills in here, but we can see Jin is still all alive and kicking, dealing some massive amounts of damage. However, Kaisa is also down as well. Falp trying to save his life, but look at that double kill onto the Zed. Assassin plays was just on point, and now that was an ace up against Team BDR, and looks like this is gonna Harry is about to go up.
Yeah.
Yes, let's see if he can still go for a defensive play. Is his skills available? But look at that massive amount of damage. Plus, there are a lot of minion waves upside, and this is now a GGWP 2-0 win by Nexplay Esports up against Bigetron and Infinity. Wow.
Yeah, look, Bigetron just came off the back of a very grueling best of 3. You know, it's difficult for them to come into another series completely fresh-faced. I don't blame them whatsoever. Tough circumstances for them to go through the gauntlet this way. That's one of the problems you have when you lose early on in the tournament. You have to make that kind of gauntlet run. And I think Nexplay were just better than them for this game. The first game, they obviously capitalized on